Hello, my lovely YouTube crew. It's quite late again, so we've got the light on. It's a pity the camera turns the light on because it's such a beautiful evening and I'd love you to see the full beauty and the full Scottish light. Anyway, here is... Oh, is she looking? Is she looking? Oh, is it Florence? Is it a chicken in a tree? Yeah, I really wanted to follow up to yesterday's video because I realise now I had so much going on, and some of it I was aware of and some of it I wasn't. And I've had a chat with friends, I've done a little bit of emotional processing, I've stepped back and had a good look at myself, and I realised that what was happening was a combination of sort of retreating into comfort zone, of getting myself a little bit emotionally depleted. It's partly due to the nature of my work. And then retreating almost involuntarily into an ancient perfectionism, not in a kind of showing off way, but in a, if everything's perfect, if every step is perfect, then I'll be safe. And that's a really old feeling that I haven't had for a long time, and maybe that's why it took me a little while to realise it. And why am I telling you all this? Because I often think if you give people your own, like I said yesterday, your own vulnerability, your own honesty, your own self-realisation, then often they can find theirs. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to offer you. I'm not here to, give you instruction. Can you imagine? But just to share my own experience with as much, I don't know, as little filter as possible. Look, look, there goes Freya. There she goes. So what I figured out was that I was putting a huge amount of pressure on her and on myself because I was not, for quite a lot of complicated reasons I'm not going to bore you with now, feeling safe. And for me, the lesson of this is that actually one of the biggest things you can do for your horse is understand yourself, is listen to yourself, is work yourself out. Now, it's taken me 3 days. And, normally I'm pretty good at this stuff. I'm pretty experienced with emotions and working out what's going on. But I kind of missed this one. And I think it just because it had many layers to it. But she was definitely feeding off it. And in fact, as you can see, she's not in the place of peace. She's not the Queen of Zen tonight. The difference is, because I'd sorted out what was going on and realised what I was doing to myself and to her, which was just putting far too much pressure on both of us and not really admitting the full feeling of insecurity. And so therefore I was retreating into perfectionism as a safety mechanism, if that makes sense. So this bit had to be perfect and that bit had to be perfect. And then if it wasn't, oh my goodness, I was like a teenager. It would be the end of everything. That's what was happening in my semi-conscious. And that's, oh, we've got a bit of a fly. And that's what it took me a while to work out. So she went out tonight. She still had a bit of pricked ear. Look, oh, the pricked ear. She was still having a little look around. She wasn't completely, absolutely like the oldest trail horse in town. Look, she's even suddenly forgotten how to do the standing still Olympics, partly because she does have a fly. But I didn't have that twist in my stomach. It had just completely gone. Because I worked out that it didn't matter if we weren't doing everything perfectly, if she wasn't doing everything perfectly, if she wasn't perfectly relaxed. She's still, look, she's still a happy horse in a rope halter. Oh, yeah, get that fly. So all that happened, all that changed was that I worked out what was going on with me. I understood myself. And then she, yes, gets the person she needs. So that little bit of work, that little bit of thinking, that little bit of self-examination was worth all the riding lessons in the world. And that, my darlings, there's Flo, is my thought for you. Oops, this evening. And we're off.